Imagine if you held the key to unlocking hidden powers within your own mind, abilities that could transform your health, wealth, and happiness almost like magic. What if the secret to success, healing, and even love was already inside you, just waiting to be awakened? Welcome to Audiobook YT. Today, we're diving into one of the most life-changing books ever written, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy.
Joseph Murphy explains in this book, if we pray with all our heart, our prayers will always work. But why don't prayers often work? Because we don't focus on one thing with a pure heart and mind, and also don't follow the right technique. Your prayers give answers to you on your faith in you. Your prayers respond to your mental picture or mental thoughts. Your wish is a prayer. If you know the subconscious mind, there will be magic in your life. And this magic can happen to anyone if we understand how our subconscious mind works. Subconscious mind has as much powers as you can't even imagine in your dream.
Have you ever had a question? Why does a person succeed and why does someone fail? Why is a person very rich and why is someone very poor? Why is one in good health and why is someone often very sick? If you have this in your mind too, this video can be very special to you. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, before you get carried away by the video, immediately subscribe the channel and like the video. Let's take a deeper look at the true power of your subconscious mind. Within you lies a vast hidden treasure. You just need to awaken to it. Think about this. When an iron rod is magnetized, it gains the strength to lift weights 10 times heavier than itself. But once that magnetic force is removed, it becomes weak and unable to lift much at all. The same principle applies to us. When people are magnetized, they are full of confidence. But when they lack this inner power, they struggle even with their own problems and are filled with self-doubt. The key to overcoming this lies in the immense power of your subconscious mind. The subconscious mind holds incredible power. If you truly and wholeheartedly desire to become the richest and most successful person in the world, your subconscious will begin to pave the way for that to happen. Many people wonder, what exactly is the subconscious mind? It's a valid question. The subconscious is the part of your mind that operates below your conscious awareness. It regulates your breathing, heartbeat, blood flow, and all the involuntary functions of your body. So, if it's powerful enough to keep you alive every second, isn't it also capable of fulfilling your deepest desires? Put simply, the first step is to set a clear goal, whether it's becoming extremely wealthy or the most successful entrepreneur. Once you learn how to properly communicate this goal to your subconscious mind, you won't have to force yourself to work hard. Your subconscious will guide your body and behavior to naturally take the right actions. In essence, it will drive you toward your goal.
You've probably heard people say, follow your heart. What that really means is learning to align with your subconscious mind, making it your ally so you can become the best version of yourself, whether that's as a doctor, engineer, businessman, investor, or anything else you dream of. Isn't it fascinating how people like Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg achieved massive success and wealth at such a young age? If you stay with this video till the end, we assure you that you'll gain the ability to master your subconscious mind. Just imagine, anything you write down on paper, you'll be able to achieve by harnessing the power of your subconscious. With this inner strength, even the toughest exams can be cracked with ease.
Your subconscious mind has the power to boost both your focus and productivity. To better understand how the mind works, let's break it down into two parts, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind.
The conscious mind is your logical, thinking brain. It helps you analyze, make decisions, and it's the part you're actively aware of. It's the part you control. On the other hand, the subconscious mind handles automatic responses and behaviors, things you don't consciously control, like habits, instincts, and reflexes. Here's something most people overlook. The conscious mind accounts for only about 10% of your brain's power, while the subconscious holds a massive 90%. And that's where many people go wrong. High achievers, like top students or successful professionals, know how to tap into both their conscious and subconscious minds, using their brain's full potential. But those who struggle in school or their careers usually rely only on the conscious mind, the small 10%, which limits their success.
How does your mind work? Your conscious mind gathers information through your five senses and makes decisions based on what you see, hear, feel, taste, and smell. It processes experiences and uses logic and reasoning to guide your choices. In contrast, your subconscious mind doesn't make decisions on its own. It simply acts based on the beliefs, past experiences, and habits formed by your conscious mind. Now, let's talk about the power of suggestion. Your subconscious mind is highly receptive to suggestions. Here's one way to understand it. Imagine your subconscious mind as a massive ship, and your conscious mind as the captain giving the commands on where to steer. The conscious mind acts as a filter, using logic to sort through information before passing it on to the subconscious. Here's a real-life example. There was once a woman who was a talented singer. She had a big competition coming up, but felt terrified of going on stage. In the past, she had experienced stage fright and had even failed a performance because of it. To overcome her fear, she turned to positive affirmations, repeating to herself, "I am the best singer. I will give my best performance on stage." She kept repeating these empowering words with conviction, and in the end, her mindset shifted, her confidence grew, and she ended up winning first place in the competition.
Your subconscious mind never questions you, and it holds the answer to every question you can imagine. The thoughts you repeat every day, your habitual thinking, form neural patterns that are stored deep within your subconscious. That's why building a new habit isn't easy. It takes time and repetition. You've probably heard the advice. Spend 5 minutes before bed thinking positive thoughts. Now, let's break down exactly how that works and how you can use this method to reprogram yourself in just one day. Think of it like customizing a character in a mobile game. In the same way, you can design a new version of yourself. When there's a strong connection between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, you start to unlock your full potential. And once you master using both parts of your mind in harmony, there's almost nothing you can't achieve. But remember, to succeed at anything meaningful, you have to invest both time and effort. To put it simply, there are two kinds of worlds in our lives: the inner world and the outer world. The inner world is made up of your thoughts, the ideas and emotions running through your mind day and night. And often, there's a constant mental battle going on inside that inner world. We often think one thing, but end up doing something completely different. Have you ever noticed how, when a new song comes out, you can't stop listening to it on repeat?
Eventually, it gets stuck in your head. You start humming it without even realizing. That's your inner world at work. Then there's the outer world, shaped by your friends, family, school, or workplace. Many people react based solely on this outer world. They ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Or, "Why didn't I get that promotion?" and start to believe they're just unlucky. But those who truly understand both their inner and outer worlds and learn to take control are the ones who succeed in life. They rise above the noise. They become the masters of their own lives. Your subconscious mind has the power to create incredible changes. While you work all day and go to sleep at night to rest, your subconscious mind doesn't stop. It never sleeps. It works 24/7 for you. Your heart beats non-stop to keep you alive. And your soul? It has the ability to connect deeply with your subconscious mind. The subconscious doesn't operate by the rules of time or space. It can dissolve your pain and suffering instantly, right now. Let's look at a simple, real-life example. We've all heard about hypnotism, how trained experts can put people into a trance in minutes. But did you know that by accessing and influencing the subconscious mind, these experts can help shape people into confident public speakers, powerful martial artists, or even stage performers? You can find countless examples on YouTube. Just search for TEDx hypnosis, and you'll see how easily professionals can tap into someone's subconscious mind. Some of them even earn millions from live stage shows by mastering this skill. Now here's the big question. Can your subconscious mind actually heal your body? The answer is yes, absolutely. According to a recent report, even when some of the world's top doctors and cutting-edge treatments failed, a miracle still happened. And it all started in the mind. There was a wealthy man involved in a tragic plane crash. Nearly every bone in his body was shattered. Doctors gave up hope. They believed he only had days to live. But this man made a bold inner decision. He would walk again by Christmas. He refused to accept defeat. He tuned out the negativity, ignored the doubt, and repeated a single belief to himself over and over. And then something incredible happened. He used to visualize it every day, walking out of the hospital on Christmas Day, fully healed, standing on his own 2 feet. For 8 straight months, that man held on to one powerful, positive image in his mind. He filled his subconscious with belief, with clarity, with unwavering vision. And on Christmas Day, he did it. A man with 103 broken bones walked on his own legs. That's the power of the subconscious mind. If you'd like to read this true story, just search on Google, Miracle Man, the story of Morris Goodman. It's a powerful example of how a single thought, when deeply focused on, can unlock the hidden potential of your mind. Now let's talk about how you can send the right message to your subconscious mind, one that can lead you to success. You've probably heard that every powerful system has at least one weakness, and if we understand that weakness, we can tap into it, just like hacking a computer. The subconscious mind works the same way. You can hack it to get the results you want. The best time to send your message to this incredible 24/7 powerhouse is right before you go to sleep at night and immediately after you wake up in the morning. That's when your subconscious is most open to receiving your thoughts, so make them count.
You've probably heard it many times. Right before you fall asleep and right after you wake up are the most powerful moments to influence your subconscious mind. But do you know why?
Here's what's actually happening in your brain. In the final 5 minutes before sleep, your subconscious mind becomes about 95% active compared to only about 75% during the day. That's why these last few minutes before you drift off are critical for reprogramming your mind. Here's a simple step-by-step method to do it. Write down the message or affirmation you want to plant into your subconscious mind. Record it on your phone in your own voice. Set the recording to repeat and keep your phone nearby. Before you press play, take 10 deep breaths, slowly and mindfully. This will calm your mind and start relaxing your body. Then, put in your earphones, press play, and just let the message flow into you as you fall asleep. While listening, begin to visualize your message as if it's already real. Keep doing this until you drift off. Now here's the magic. The next day, you'll likely notice that the exact same thought or message you fed your brain the night before is still running in your mind throughout the day. That's your subconscious at work. Now, people often ask, why is visualization so important? What does it actually do? Here's the truth. Your subconscious mind only understands the language of emotion, not logic. It doesn't analyze, question, or debate. That's your conscious mind's job. To the subconscious, whatever you see and emotionally feel is real, even if it hasn't happened yet. It doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. That's why visualization paired with emotion is one of the most powerful tools to reshape your beliefs and behavior.
Your subconscious mind is like a child. It will do exactly what you tell it. Have you ever wondered how ancient people practiced mental healing and often recovered quickly, even without modern medicine? They believed deeply in a simple but powerful 3-step formula. Ask, believe, receive. Here's how it works. 1. Ask clearly for what you want. 2. Believe that you already have it. Truly feel it in your heart. 3. Receive it in reality. Because what you believe and emotionally accept will begin to show up in your life. It may sound too simple. Ask, believe, and receive. But this mindset has been behind many incredible recoveries and successes. We've already talked about the miracle man who survived a devastating plane crash. The way he used his subconscious mind is the same approach used in this ancient 3-step method. It's all about consistent focus, deep belief, and clear visualization. Of course, this doesn't happen overnight. You must repeatedly and clearly send your intention to the subconscious mind. Without doing that, the result won't come to life. Now, let's look at another real example of mental healing, this time using a modern technique. A woman living in Los Angeles was diagnosed with coronary thrombosis. She was scared and didn't want to die. So she started praying and affirming, "No matter where I am, my mother's prayers are always with me. My mother is with me, and as long as she's with me, I cannot fall seriously ill." Her body became a reflection of her thoughts. She also said to herself, "I know that if I change my thinking, my health will begin to improve." And within just a few weeks, something incredible happened. She fully recovered. It was as if she had never been sick at all. If you see your mother as a divine figure, then to your subconscious mind, she truly becomes that, a source of unconditional love and healing who can remove all your problems.
We feel a deep sense of peace and completeness when we're near our mothers. And in the same way, you can build powerful beliefs within yourself. Now, you may have heard the term aura cleansing, but if not, here's what it means. Aura cleansing is a process where negative energy is cleared from your body and mind, often through simple movements of the hand while praying or meditating. There are also aura healing therapists who offer appointments and help clients relieve emotional or physical pain using a combination of acupressure and modern energy healing techniques. These are practical methods that support real mental healing. Let's go deeper into how this works with your mind. When your conscious mind logically accepts a desire, like a goal that seems possible, it sends that intention to the subconscious mind. The more often you repeat it, statements like, "I am successful," "I am confident," "I'm great at learning," the more your conscious mind begins to open the gate to your subconscious. Once that happens, the message drops into your subconscious and you begin to act, think, and respond in alignment with it. But first, you have to calm your mind. Then, just like you see with your eyes open, you need to close your eyes and see your goal vividly in your imagination. It has to be crystal clear, exactly how you want it to be. Here's a real-life example that shows the power of this practice. Nikola Tesla, one of the greatest inventors in history, used to visualize every invention in his mind before building anything. He would rotate it in his imagination like a 3D model, examine every detail, and mentally test it. You need to do the same. Create a clear mental picture of your goals. As the old saying goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words. One strong mental image can shape your thoughts, behaviors, and even your reality. You become what you consistently imagine and act like. This is why many successful people, especially in sales, use the mental movie method. Let's explore exactly how this technique is used.
You have to first convince yourself, in your own mind. Believe that the price you've set for your property is the best value for the buyer. Once you've planted that belief, take a moment to calm your mind. Let go of all worries. Allow yourself to relax deeply and slowly ease into a drowsy, sleep-like state. This is important because that state of mind lowers mental resistance. It quiets the noise and opens a direct path to your subconscious. Now, in this relaxed state, visualize the check for your property. See it clearly. Feel it in your hands. Feel that happiness rising inside you as if you've already received the money. Feel grateful for it. Really feel the gratitude. Because here's a powerful truth. A person who lives with gratitude always receives more in life. But someone who isn't grateful often loses even what they already have. So now, say thank you and release your wish to the universe. Let it go with trust. As you sleep, the image and emotion you created will continue to loop in your subconscious mind. That is how your belief takes root. Remember this, the life we're aware of is only about 10%. The remaining 90% lies in the depths of the subconscious and beyond, and most people never access it. Think about it. How often do you catch yourself lost in thought, talking to yourself internally, caught up in your inner world? And when that happens, are you truly living in the outer world, the present moment? Probably not.
That's how we often get stuck in our heads, telling ourselves, "My life is hard. Nothing's working out." But the truth is, it's not your life that's broken, it's your focus.
When your focus is on your inner world, you feel your inner emotions and thoughts more deeply. But when your focus shifts to the outer world, you start to see the beauty and wonder all around you. Here's a powerful example. A man once suffered from tuberculosis, and he healed himself using just one powerful affirmation. I am perfect, strong, loving, happy, and complete. That single sentence became his daily truth, and it completely transformed his health. He fully recovered. Now, friends, there are still many powerful secrets in this book that you haven't heard yet. So stick with this video until the very end. Don't skip out halfway. Let's answer one of the biggest questions. How do we actually get what we want in life? Imagine this. You're sitting in the back of a taxi, but you keep telling the driver to change directions again and again. Now think, will you ever get to your destination? Probably not, because you don't have a clear direction yourself. The author of this method says something important. Don't rely on willpower, use your imagination. You need to visualize the end result, exactly where you want to be. And as you hold that vision in your mind, the right paths, people, and opportunities begin to appear. Doors start opening. Still have doubts? That's okay. Just remember this. Whatever you choose to imagine, stick with it every day. Because it's not just imagination that creates results, it's discipline that keeps your actions consistent.
The Bible says, if people born on this earth learn to use both their conscious and subconscious minds effectively, they can achieve anything they desire. So, how can you use your subconscious mind to become rich? Let's be clear. You can't become wealthy just by repeating, "I'm rich. I'm the richest person in the world." That alone won't work. But here's what does happen. When you say affirmations like that, your mind shifts its focus toward wealth. You become consciously aware of wanting to attract abundance. And that's powerful. That focus triggers your subconscious to start working. It begins to create ideas, business plans, and opportunities that can help you become rich. Now, here's why affirmations often fail for people. When someone says, "I'm the richest," deep down, it feels like a lie. That's because there's an inner conflict. Your conscious and subconscious minds start to battle each other. So here's what the author suggests. Instead, say something more aligned with your current reality. I do my work really well every day, and I'm becoming richer day by day. This kind of affirmation feels believable. It aligns your conscious mind with your subconscious. There's no resistance. And the more you focus on wealth, success, and positivity, the more your life begins to reflect those things. Remember, you were born to live a happy life, to enjoy abundance, and to experience all the good things this world has to offer. Yes, many of us grew up hearing things like, "People kill for money," or "Money is the root of all evil." But that's not always true. Money is a tool. Like any tool, it can be used for good or for harm. It depends on you. Will you use money to help others or to hurt? Don't confuse money with evil. Let me give you a simple example. Think about electricity. Everyone uses it, right? One woman uses electricity to cook food and nourish her family. Another person uses it to harm others, to shock people or cause destruction. So does that make electricity evil? Of course not. Electricity is neutral. It's how we use it that determines whether it brings good or bad results. Money is the same way. It's not good or evil. We decide what it becomes by the way we use it.
Why do some people struggle to grow their income? It's often because they see themselves only as employees and never take the step to invest their money in new opportunities. As a result, their income remains fixed, and they never build true wealth. Real success leads to a life filled with truth, peace, and love. It means waking up every morning with energy and gratitude for what you already have. Think about it. You have 2 eyes, 2 legs, a body, and a mind gifted by life itself. Some people don't even have that much. So consider how lucky you are. Life should be lived with enthusiasm, and one of the best ways to do that is to partner with your subconscious mind. The author shares 3 steps that can help anyone become successful.
Step 1. Do what you love. You need to follow work that you genuinely enjoy. If your heart isn't in it, you'll never feel truly successful. When you love what you do and give it your full dedication, success naturally follows. Whether it's a wealthy entrepreneur or a passionate teacher, successful people love their craft. And even if they didn't get paid, they'd still choose to do it. Step 2. Become a master in one field. Choose one area and work toward becoming a true expert in it, especially a field that helps meet other people's needs. Without mastering a skill or craft, real achievement is nearly impossible. Specialization is what sets you apart. Step 3. Don't chase success just for yourself. This is the most important step. If your only goal is personal success, you may fall short. But when your success also uplifts others, you'll go far. Real success is contribution. When you help others succeed, your own success becomes meaningful and lasting.
The author shares a story to bring this to life. A 16-year-old boy named Todd once came to him and said, "No matter what I try, I fail. I think I'm just stupid." He even considered dropping out of school because he believed the school might expel him anyway. The author noticed the real issue. It wasn't Todd the ability, it was his attitude. Todd constantly underestimated himself, so he started believing that all the other kids were smarter than him. The author decided to teach him how to reprogram his subconscious mind to do better in school. He gave Todd an affirmation to repeat before going to bed and right after waking up each morning. My subconscious mind has unique powers. My subconscious is a storehouse of memory. Whatever I read and hear, I remember very well. I have perfect memory, and I can access it whenever I want. The powers of my subconscious are preparing me for success in my exams. My teachers appreciate me, and my classmates treat me with kindness and respect.
Todd practiced this daily, and a few months later, the author received an email from him. It read, "Thank you so much, Dr. Joseph Murphy. Now I'm at the top of my class. Everyone supports me and treats me kindly."
How do scientists use the subconscious mind? We've all studied the chemical structure of benzene in chemistry class. But do you know how benzene was actually discovered? There was a chemist named Friedrich August Kekulle who spent years trying to figure out the structure of benzene but couldn't crack the code. What made his discovery different? He had a strong understanding of how the subconscious mind works. So, he began sending a clear message to his subconscious that he had already discovered the chemical structure of benzene, that other chemists were congratulating him for the breakthrough. Then something fascinating happened. One day, while riding a bus, he saw an image of a snake, and that snake was eating its own tail. In that moment, he had a flash of insight. The structure of benzene must be circular, like the image of the snake. That led to the groundbreaking discovery of the benzene ring, a major breakthrough in organic chemistry. This story shows just how powerful the subconscious mind can be. It can give you ideas, inspiration, business plans, healing, wealth, or success, whatever you consistently focus on. Think about this. We sleep about 8 hours a day, which is roughly 1/3 of our lives. While our physical body rests, our subconscious mind remains active, working quietly in the background. At night, when we're asleep, the subconscious has an even greater ability to heal and restore because the conscious mind isn't interfering with doubts or distractions. That's why nighttime is one of the most powerful times to activate your subconscious, whether it's for creative problem solving, healing, or manifesting your goals.
From morning to night, your conscious mind is constantly busy handling daily tasks, thinking, planning, reacting. And according to research, the average person thinks around 60,000 thoughts every single day. That's a huge number. Each of those thoughts can trigger different emotions, which shape how we feel and respond to life. When you pray, you connect to a higher intelligence, a deeper part of yourself. Interestingly, this is the same kind of connection that happens when you sleep. That's why prayer is like sleep. Both allow you to tap into healing, peace, and clarity, and both are good for your life. It's important to remember, your daily, habitual thoughts are shaping your future. So, if you're always listening to positive words, reading uplifting quotes, or feeding your mind with encouragement, your brain begins forming new neural patterns. These patterns settle into your subconscious, and over time, they push you up the ladder of success.
With the power of your subconscious mind, you can even attract your ideal life partner. Let's be honest, marrying the wrong person can be one of life's biggest mistakes. But if you're clear on what kind of person you want, what qualities, values, and connection you desire, then your subconscious can help you attract that exact partner. Ask yourself, do you want real love in your life? Do you want a partner who understands you, supports you, and walks with you through every challenge? Today, relationships often feel like they come and go as quickly as changing clothes. But lasting love starts with clarity. Get specific about the kind of partner you truly want. Once you know that clearly, begin visualizing it. Send that image to your subconscious. You'll be amazed at what starts to happen.
As we discussed earlier, there are two worlds: the inner world, your thoughts and beliefs, and the outer world, your surroundings and experiences. When your focus is on your inner world, you begin to feel whatever is going on inside your mind. For example, if you keep thinking, "I'm not attractive," you'll begin to feel miserable, even if nothing has changed on the outside.
That mindset can spiral downward and affect every part of your life. But the reverse is also true. When you focus on positive thoughts, you feel better. When you dwell on negative ones, your mood darkens, and so does your day. That's because the subconscious mind is highly sensitive. Negativity doesn't just hurt your mood, it can damage your relationships too. But here's the good news. You can use your subconscious mind to improve your relationships. If you believe people think positively about you, then start thinking positively about them too. If you want to be respected, show others respect first. If you want others to treat you kindly, start treating them with kindness. Because people mirror how we treat them. Give what you want to receive. The author shares a true story. There was a man who read the newspaper every morning, and each day his eyes would go straight to the negative headlines. This habit filled his mornings with stress and frustration. Eventually, the negativity took a toll on his health. When he visited a doctor, the diagnosis was clear. Your health problems are a result of constant negative thinking. That's why it's so important to protect your mind. Avoid filling your thoughts with negativity, whether it's from the news, gossip, or toxic conversations. Because what you think is what you become.
Sigmund Freud, the founder of psychoanalysis, once said, "Unless you have the ability to love, you will remain unwell and slowly deteriorate." Love isn't just about romance. It means understanding others, trusting one another, and giving respect. And the more love you give to others, the more love and kindness you'll receive in return, often multiplied. This is exactly what the law of karma teaches as well. Whatever you give to the world is what will come back to you. One of the most powerful things you can give is forgiveness. If you want a peaceful, happy life, then you must learn to forgive your critics, your haters, your past. Because the moment you choose to forgive, your negative energy shifts, and it creates space for peace, healing, and positivity to flow in. Let's understand this through a real-life story. There was a man named John. Every day he went to work, but he constantly believed that no one liked him. He felt people didn't enjoy being around him. One day, someone accidentally bumped into him at the office. Another colleague spilled coffee on him by mistake. From that point on, John started to build a negative story in his mind. He began seeing everyone as unfriendly or rude, even though those were just small accidents. His mindset became bitter, and slowly his mood and even his health started to decline. People around him could feel that energy. His coworkers eventually stopped talking to him, not because they disliked him, but because of the negative vibe he gave off. Now imagine if John had reacted differently. What if he had said, "Hey, it's okay. Accidents happen. That guy probably didn't even see me." By simply forgiving, he would have stayed calm, positive, and emotionally balanced. That moment would have passed, and his day, maybe even his life, would have felt lighter. Forgiveness, especially for someone struggling with emotional or physical pain, can act like a medicine. It can lift a heavy burden off your mind and body. Choose love. Choose forgiveness. It doesn't just help others, it sets you free.
You might be wondering, who should I forgive? The author says, start by forgiving yourself. Most of the time, we create a negative image of ourselves in our own minds. We hold on to guilt, shame, or past mistakes, and that self-judgment makes us feel worse. But you can break free from that. One powerful way is through affirmations. Here's how to do it. First, calm your mind. Take a few deep breaths. And then repeat this affirmation slowly and meaningfully. With a calm mind and a kind heart, I forgive everyone. From now on, I will treat them with kindness. And those I treat kindly will respond with kindness in return. I feel peace in my heart now.
After saying this, you'll feel lighter, more at ease. It brings real emotional relief and inner peace. So, how does the subconscious mind remove mental blocks, those inner limitations that hold us back? The answer lies in learning how to build new habits and let go of old ones. When you do that, you unlock your full potential. Let's look at how habits are formed and, more importantly, how they can be broken. There's a simple 3-step formula for this. Cue, routine, reward. Let's break it down. Cue is the trigger that starts a habit. Routine is the behavior that follows the trigger. Reward is what your brain gets out of it, the benefit that makes you repeat it. This cycle reinforces the habit in the brain. So, how do you change it? You have to interrupt the cycle. Recognize the cue, the trigger. Replace the routine with a healthier action, like deep breathing, walking, or calling a friend. And find a new reward that still gives you relief, just in a better way. The key is to avoid the entire situation that leads to the bad habit and instead train your mind to seek a different path. Over time, your subconscious will adopt the new pattern, and what once felt automatic can fade away.
How can we overcome fear using the power of the subconscious mind? We all have fears. Some people fear death, while others worry about being abandoned by their partner. Let's understand this with a simple example. One day, a young boy was playing near a swimming pool. While playing, he accidentally fell into the water. Since that incident, he developed a deep fear of water. Later, the boy's mother introduced him to the author. The author gently told him, "Take a moment to calm your mind, breathe deeply for a minute, and imagine yourself swimming." The child felt nervous at first while visualizing it. But after doing the exercise a couple of times, he began to feel more at ease. Eventually, he noticed that the water was actually cold and that his body felt light in it. With time, his fear melted away. In just 2 months, he learned how to swim. In the same way, you too can overcome any fear by working with your subconscious mind.
You might be wondering, how can you live with full energy and spirit your entire life? Our bodies age over time, but your soul does not. And your soul is deeply connected to your subconscious mind. So here's a daily affirmation you can repeat. I am getting younger day by day, and my body is filled with energy. Say this affirmation several times a day. The power of your subconscious mind will work like magic and help you feel younger and more energized. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new about how your subconscious mind works. Hopefully, you also got some insight into how you can transform your life by mastering your subconscious. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave a comment. It really helps keep us motivated. We'll be back soon with even more powerful videos. Thanks again.